Paul Slack is Good News Planet. I'm speaking to Lorne Cousin. Hi, Lorne. How are you?
I'm very well, thank you. How are you?
All right, good. We're going to learn about Balvenie Fellowship Awards. You've gone across America and talked to some crafts people, and as well as have some Father's Day gifts. And we're going to learn also, but I hear the word is out. There's a couple great things about you personally. So you're a piper?
Yes, I am, yes. Bagpiper from the west coast of Scotland, Campbelltown originally. Now living in the U.S. and in L.A., actually. And now the ambassador for the Balvenie, single-malt Scotch whiskey. So, yeah, I'm very happy.
Beautiful, beautiful. One secret about playing the bagpipes. What is it?
Good lung capacity. You need strong lungs. And if you don't have them, you'll soon develop them.
All right. Plus, this man was like one of the 50 of the top bachelors of Scotland, too. So he's got big lungs and obviously attractiveness to him.
Well, I think it's probably since I started with the whiskey company. That probably helps.
There you go. All right. So let's talk about some Father's Day craftsmen. You went around in one of my favorite cars, but I think you said hand-built Morgan. Is this right? The Morgan car?
Yes, that's right. We toured around on the Balvenie Roadshow 2011, 2012 in a handmade Morgan Roadster car. We're celebrating craftsmen. Our whiskey is very handcrafted. We still make whiskey the way it was made 120 years ago. So we like to celebrate craftsmen across the U.S. who do things the same way we do. And we visited about over 50 cities across the U.S. over 2 years. And this year, we've collected a lot of the craftsmen, and they'll be featured in our showcase. It's called the Rare Craft Showcase in 6 cities across the U.S. between August and November this year. So your listeners can come along and see the craftsmen make their artifacts and also taste some good whiskey. That's the idea.
Well, that's good news. I'm a whiskey man.
Great.
So let me ask you a question. Where are they going to be able to see all this? On your website?
Yes. If you go to the website, it's thebalvenie.com. But the cities will be Pebble Beach, Dallas, New York, Chicago, Washington, D.C., and Philadelphia between August and mid-November. But go to the website and then get all the information there.
Let me ask you a question. When you say hand craftsmanship of whiskey, what does that really mean?
Yes. Well, a lot of liquors nowadays are made in factories. It's a rather soulless way to make the liquid. We still make the liquid the way it was made 120 years ago. And by that, I mean we grow our own barley. We have our own traditional floor maltings. We have our own coppersmith, the man who maintains the stills. He's been there 54 years. We've got our own cooperage, the guys who make and maintain the barrels. And the maltmaster, the man who makes the whiskey, has been doing it for 50 years. So that's the traditional handcrafted way to make whiskey.
How do you make whiskey consistent? How especially hand craftsmanship.
Yeah.
How do they make it, so the taste is continuously, the true taste?
Yes, that's a very good question. It's difficult because the 70 to 80% of the characteristic of the whiskey comes from the barrels. So you need to have good barrels. Now, each barrel is going to produce a different whiskey. The skill is in the maltmaster, the man who makes it and blends it. Our man is David Stewart, a great gentleman of 50 years standing. So it's really his nose and palate. He tastes about 20 or noses about 20 or 30 whiskies a day. So I think we want his job.
I was just going to say, how do I get that job?
Yeah, join the line. Yeah.
Yeah. God darn. Well, you can't have all the good jobs. Someone else got to do some things.
Yeah.
So now tell me, you went across this country here in this fellowship award, and you gave in some money to somebody, and then letting them go over to Scotland, the lucky duckies. How did you decide, and who did you speak to? Who were some of the types of craftspeople?
Yes, our ultimate winner was a gentleman from Optimo Hats in Chicago, and he got to win to go over to the distillery with a panel of independent judges. But we had all sorts of craftsmen. We had a guitar maker, Mr. Kelly from New York, who made beautiful handmade guitars out of old reclaimed timbers from New York buildings. Colson Keene leather, a lady called Red Metal, who's a blacksmith, a couple of guys in Denver who made furniture out of old airplane parts. They were called Fin Art. So there's some pretty cool stuff, yeah.
Excellent. You're a lucky guy, man. So, how long have you been working with? And Grant and Sons is a great company. I guess owner of the fine whiskey. How long have you been with them?
Over a year.
Wow.
I'm a musician originally, but over a year with the company, yes.
Oh, this job you're not leaving. This is good news.
No, I don't plan to. Not anytime soon.
This is a good deal. All right. Well, Lorne, anything else we should be letting our audience know? I mean, is there any new special bottles for Father's Day, and or anything special we should share?
Yes, if your listeners go to the website and then they can check out the different expressions. We have Balvenie 12-year-old single barrel, which is a special release, or 12-year-old double wood, which is a sherry finish, or 17-year-old double wood. But there are 5 or 6 different expressions that they can check out, so Father will be very happy with that.
I love the way you speak. You said expressions, right?
Yes, yep.
Yeah, you know, you guys got a master of that language, right? We Americans, we butcher that language so bad. All right. All right, you're very expressionable. All right, Lorne, you're a good man. Thank you. Last question. What's good news for you?
Good news for me is a happy father when he opens his present on Father's Day, whether it's scotch or something handmade. That would be good news.